I feel obliged to try this batter because that's just the kind of girl I am. It's actually really good. I feel like it's kind of gloomy today. I guess I could turn the light on, that might help. Did it though? I don't know if it did. Anyway, good morning everyone. Today we're going to be starting a week of reading in my life, which I think will be really fun just to see what I'm up to, what I'm reading. I feel like I've been reading a lot of different things lately. By that I mean like I'll read a lot of fiction as well as nonfiction, as well as graphic novels. Like I've been reading a lot of graphic novels at night lately. So we're just gonna read all week and I'll bring you along with me. These next few days I have off work, like a few days in a row, so we won't be doing much. We'll have a lot of time to read. I don't have any like set strict plans for this week. We're just going with the flow and seeing how it goes. But yeah, I just made myself breakfast. I'm gonna throw the muffins in the oven and then I'm gonna head over to the corner store and I'm gonna grab a Red Bull and milk, I think, because I ran out of milk. If I find other things, there's also a chance I'll buy that. But for now, that's what's going on. I just wanted to introduce you to today's vlog. I actually don't have a physical book that I'm reading right now, so maybe we can choose together what I should pick up. I am listening to this one audiobook called Little Secrets by Jennifer Hillier, and I'm enjoying it. I'm almost done with it. I'm like 80% of the way through, so maybe I could finish that today. I don't know. What do we think? That's pretty much everything for this morning, so I will see you in a little bit. Okay, I just got back from the market with 8 minutes to spare on my timer, by the way. So I did get a Red Bull. Unfortunately, they only have the original flavor, which is fine, but not my favorite. Then I got this Arnold Palmer because I usually get 2 Red Bulls, but I thought, you know, why don't we get a different fun drink? You know what I mean? So we got 2 fun drinks. I was very upset last night when I was eating dinner. I didn't have any fun drinks. It's literally the worst feeling ever, not having a fun drink. Lastly, I did get milk. The only other milk alternative they had was almond milk, which is my least favorite personally. In terms of best milks, I'd have to say it's like oat milk, soy milk, almond milk all the way at the bottom. Anyway, I got milk so I can have cereal. Oh, I forgot to take out my garbage. Okay, we'll get around to like more chore like things later in the day because I still haven't eaten breakfast. All right, it is finally the time of the day where I think I'm gonna pick up the physical book I'm gonna read today, which I'm still on the fence about. I think later in the day when I like do my dishes and take out my garbage and all that kind of stuff, I'm gonna listen to the rest of my audiobook, but for right now I need to still pick up a physical one. So I'm on the fence between You to Look Better as a Ghost and Stars Collide. I did read a chapter of this one, like I'm literally up to page 12. So I don't really know anything much about it, like if I'm feeling it or not. I really have the itch to read this, but I just finished a romance book and I'm really in the romance mood. So I don't know. I just don't know what I'm in the mood for. Maybe because I started this, I should try and do this one. I think I'm gonna really like this one too. And I really don't know anything much about this other than it's our Barnes & Noble's pick for, I don't know if it's the monthly pick or what, but it's a Barnes & Noble's pick. And it's just like very much giving good for her energy, which is my favorite. I know it's following like a woman who's a serial killer, but then she's getting stalked. And I didn't even see this until I bought this, but then I saw it and I was cackling to myself because it literally says on the back, if you loved Killing Eve, which is literally one of my favorite shows of all time. Like that was a deep hyperfixation for a moment, was Killing Eve, until it ruined my life. So if you know, you know, honestly. But that's why I think I'll love this, because every other book I've read that is sort of similar to this, I end up loving. But I also think I'm gonna love this one too, because this also fits into the track record. The truth is, I'll read both of these. I just need to pick which one to read first. Maybe I will read this one first, because like I said, I got a little into it already. This is pretty much just gonna be very spontaneous, but I just kind of wanted to walk you through my thinking process a little bit. So yeah, we're gonna start with this for now. I'll listen to my audiobook in a little bit, and then I'm sure I'll read a comic later tonight or a graphic novel or something. But yeah, let's get started. right, so it is about 2-ish hours later. I have read a huge chunk of this book, actually. I was not expecting to get so into it, but I have. So that's always a good thing. I started at page 12? That's where I was, and I'm this far in now. I'm up to page 136. So if my calculations are correct, I have just read 124 pages of You'd Look Better as a Ghost. And I don't think I'm gonna stop for today. I'm just gonna stop for right now. But that's a huge chunk for just one day. I have to say, I feel like nothing super interesting is going on, but I still feel compelled to keep turning the page. Like, things are happening for sure. I feel like the most interesting part about this is the main character. Like, I keep underlining parts that really speak to the main character's character, if you will, because I'm finding her point of view very interesting, her mindset and being inside of her mind. But I feel like everything else that's going on is not as interesting. Like, basically you find out in the beginning that her dad has just passed away. So she's dealing with the grief of losing her father. She's in this like support group as well, which is so wild now that I'm thinking about it, because the audiobook I'm listening to right now also has to do with losing a loved one and being in a support group. Really weird coincidence there. But anyway, so it does give a little bit of, you know, extra insight, because she is a serial killer. Like, she's out here killing people for sure, but you can also see like other parts of her shining through, which is interesting. I'm interested to see where that goes. But there definitely was like some very surprising things that had happened throughout this chunk I just read, but it kind of led to nothing. At least that's what it feels like. Like, maybe it'll all kind of wrap up a little, but I kind of don't see exactly where it's going. But yeah, it's been really easy to read so far. I just hope it gets a little more interesting, because as of right now, it's kind of just feeling a little predictable. I am still liking it, but I'm not shocked or like surprised by anything. There was one direction in the beginning that I was like, oh, if it goes in this direction, that could be really interesting, and then that was totally shut down. There's also this random factor throughout the book where like there's this recurring theme around elderly abuse, specifically in nursing homes, and I'm just wondering like why. But anyway, we're gonna set this aside for right now. I'm gonna do a little editing. I'm gonna get to my chores today because today's Sunday. But yeah, so we're just gonna get a few things done while I'm doing my chores. Like I said, I'm gonna listen to my audiobook and we'll just see how the rest of the day goes. I am pretty much like almost 50% of the way through, which is the goal, because if I could finish this in like 2 days, that would be ideal, because I feel like I'm running a marathon when it comes to reading all the time. Let me know if you can relate. I just constantly feel like I'm running towards what I need to read next, and not in a bad way at all. I just feel like I'm chasing it. Like, it's literally like that line in Hamilton where it's like, how do you write like you're running out of time? That's me with reading. Like, I literally read as if I'm running out of time. Like, I'm sprinting to the finish line so I can get to my next book. So anyway, all that's to say, I've been enjoying this, and I'm glad I picked this one up, because I'm not sure I could have gotten through the other one as fast. Who knows? It is later in the night now. I finished, what was that book called? Little something, perfect something, I actually have to go check on Goodreads. Little Secrets. I finished Little Secrets. Honestly, I enjoyed while I was reading it. Like, I'm not gonna get into it that heavy. I started at 78%, so I read 22%. Yeah, so I finished that one up, and I haven't read any more so far of You'd Look Better as a Ghost. Why am I holding it like that? You'd Look Better as a Ghost. I honestly don't think I'm gonna pick it up anymore, only because it's gotten so late. So now it's time to look into whatever graphic novel I'm gonna read. Yeah, but Little Secrets was all right. I like Jennifer Hillier's writing. It's really intriguing, but I feel like nothing was happening. Like things were happening, but nothing really was happening. We were at like 80%. I was like still waiting to find out major things, which is not always the best. I don't know. So I don't know about that one. It'll probably be like a 3.5 because it wasn't horrible and I enjoyed my time reading it. But I'm happy to say goodbye. Bye-bye. So I'm looking now on my iPad. Let me scooch you. There we go. That's better. I'm looking now on my iPad on NetGalley for something else to read. Specifically a graphic novel. So anyway, my iPad needs to charge. Oh no. Guys, I hate being an iPad kid. Because why do iPads take years to get to a full battery and then they die so fast? It makes zero sense. Okay, so we have so many comics and graphic novels here to choose from. Literally, look at this. I feel so privileged. Ooh, this one says all's fair in love and music when this supernatural all-girl rock band must beat the odds and become the best band in town. That kind of sounds fun. Literally how to make a choice. Like someone please give me a tutorial on how to make a choice because I've never figured it out. No. Why are none of them jumping out to me? I don't know what to do. I would literally love to read like a romance. That would be so good right now, but should I look it up on Libby instead? I don't think I have Libby downloaded on my iPad. Oh wait, yeah, I do. Okay, well, I'm gonna go charge my iPad while I try to make a decision, and you'll see what that is. Maybe I'll chat about it with you in the morning. But for now, I'm still deciding. I will read a graphic novel tonight though, or at least get it started. Oh, I might just have to read manga, to be honest. I think that's what I'm gonna read.
Mariner Books and Harper Audio present Everyone in My Family.
Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. It is the day of the solar eclipse, if you celebrate. So, happy solar eclipse day. Don't look at the sun, though. I mean, I'm telling you this in the future, so if you did, good luck to you. I just took a shower and ate breakfast and kind of just laid around this morning. I did start to listen to that one book because I finished my audiobook last night. Everyone in my Family Has Killed Someone. I don't know if I'm super into it so far. Like, I'm really iffy about if I want to continue it. I mean, I'm literally only like 6% in. I just don't know if it's what I want to like intentionally read right now, but it's not too long, so maybe I will. I really don't know, clearly, but I decided to start it at the very least this morning. I also read a good chunk last night of what I was reading before bed, but yeah, I did a good amount of reading yesterday, I feel like, and I think today, well, my goal is gonna be to finish that book because I basically read what I have left of it yesterday. Like, I read pretty much up to 50%. I think it was 45% exactly. So I'm like, why can't I just do that again? I think I could just do it again. But I need to get started on that because the day is dwindling away from me. So yeah, I'm just gonna repeat yesterday. It's my plan. I don't have any crazy big plans today. I might go and take a walk because this just feels like a day I should be outside for some reason. It's the eclipse. You know, I feel like I need to be a part of it in some way. I need to expose myself to it in some way, even though I will be really tempted to look into the sun, but I won't. But I keep seeing like people on TikTok, like I keep getting shown lives of people like camping out and traveling together to different places to see the eclipse. It's pretty endearing of us as humans. Like, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, it's kind of cute. We're all gathering to look at the sun together in cute little special glasses. We're definitely gonna see how much I can get into You'd Look Better as a Ghost. That's what it's called, right? You'd Look Better as a Ghost. I might actually continue that manga I was reading last night. I kind of like started reading a graphic novel and then I stopped and started reading a manga. And I really like the manga I'm reading. I think it's so cute. So yeah, I might actually read more of this now because I was really enjoying it last night. Anyway, so yeah, I will update y'all on what I end up reading in a little bit. Hello folks, it is quite a while later in the night. I had got a good chunk through this today, but remember when I said I was definitely 100% going to finish this today? Turns out that's not happening. So I ended up reading up to page 242 today, and I think I only have about 80 pages left. But yeah, I was doing things throughout the day that kind of made my focus not solely on this book. I also did take a walk and talk to my friend on the phone. Usually when I take walks too, I'll listen to an audiobook, but I didn't end up listening to any more of the book that I picked up this morning. I don't know if it's for me. I'm not sure if it's for me right now. I don't know if I'm gonna keep going with that one. But anyway, I'm pretty close to being finished with this. I'm glad that the first day I picked this book up, I was really into it, because today I'm definitely not feeling as into it. I just feel like everything that's happening is super predictable. We know what's gonna happen. I'm not actually sure what genre this book would technically be, because by the cover, by the description, it's like mystery thriller, right? But it doesn't really feel like that at all. I feel like even though the character is really intriguing and outside of the box, and I do think she's the most interesting part about this book, I just feel like the plot is kind of boring. And I know there's something that we're working towards figuring out, but I'm just not even super interested in it. Like, my gut tells me that unless something really wild happens, this will be like anywhere from like a 3 to a 3.5. I don't know though. Anyway, it's fine because at least I'm reading and I'm practicing the skill, you know, and this will be over by tomorrow for sure, and then I'll get to pick up something else. So yeah, that is the update for tonight. I'm definitely gonna keep reading the manga I've been reading, and I'm on page 153 out of 213. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep reading this tonight. Like, it's very fun and cute. Anyway, I'm just gonna kind of get ready to relax for the rest of the night. It was so nice being outside today. It's so nice and warm, and it was the day of the eclipse, so I just feel like everyone was in a good mood. Or like, I don't know, the outside world was in a good mood. Let's just say that. The outside energy was feeling good today. Yeah, I'm gonna wind down, I'm gonna make some dinner and read. But yeah, that's it for today. I feel good about what I read today, but I'm definitely excited to finish that book tomorrow and pick up something else. Hello folks, it has been a day. Just pretty much went about my normal routine today. I did just go outside for a little while, which was really nice. It's getting so warm out. It's a little jarring because I love wearing cold weather clothing. So now I'm in a short sleeve shirt and it's just confusing my brain a lot, but it did feel really nice, I will admit. Before that, I did end up finishing You'd Look Better as a Ghost. I read like the last 80-ish pages of it, and I won't go into all of it here because like obviously I'm gonna have a wrap up later and all of that, but I will say this book was very disappointing to me. This book really could have been everything to me, but I really feel like it flopped. I really do. So yeah, I don't know, some parts just like didn't make much sense to me, and the ending just dragged, and I just wanted it to be over, which is sort of upsetting. Like, I don't know, I'm on the fence between giving this like 2.5 or 3 stars. I think I'm gonna land on the 3-star, at least what I round it to either way, but it might even be a 2.5, I can't lie, because while there were parts of this that I liked, there were a lot of parts that I was just like, what? How does that add up? How does that make sense? And you're kind of like following this driving force of trying to figure out who did this thing to our main character, but then the end result just kind of felt unsatisfying to me. There were parts that I found shocking and surprising, but like by the point we got to it, I was like, okay. And so I don't know, it was just a little underwhelming for me. I definitely just had a little trouble with this. Like, it was really easy to get through and to read, but I don't know, it was not everything I hoped for. Like, you could not sit here and claim that if you liked Killing Eve, you liked this, because why? So yeah, we're just gonna move on from this. You know, I'm glad I read it because it really piqued my interest, and now I know. But now that that's over, I'm putting it away for good. And I'm not sure exactly what I want to pick up next. I think before the night ends, I'd like to pick up something and just like get a chapter or two into it, which I think might be Stars Collide. I don't know. I've had my eye on this one. Anyway, I haven't started listening to a new audiobook. I don't know if I'm gonna continue with the one I'm listening to right now. I'm on the fence about it, so I don't know. But for right now, that is what we've got going on for today. I'm just gonna wind down and hang out now. I don't really know what else I'm gonna do. We're gonna read. We might play on my Switch tonight. I've been thinking about that. This is extremely niche, but I've been watching Trixie Mattel play The Sims for hours, and I can't stop. And so because of that, I've been really itching to play The Sims or like any sort of video game. I'm really scared to download it to my laptop because I think my laptop cannot handle that, but I might do it anyway. But that is everything for now. I will keep y'all updated if I start something else. Hello everyone. Whoa, that lighting was a lot. So today is Wednesday. I feel like I've been in such a funk. Like this is my laptop cord, just don't mind her. I feel like I have been in such a funk because wait, these lights are so annoying. I always have to turn them all the way up and then they won't blink on camera. I don't know why. Anyway, I feel like the past few days that I've had off, like I've been in such a funk. Like my sleep schedule is genuine absurdity. Like I literally just stay awake till like the wee hours of the night. Wake up pretty late. Today I actually woke up early, but then I ended up falling back asleep, which always happens. But anyway, then like after I wake up, I still don't have any energy afterwards. So I'm like super sluggish the entire morning. And then we get to this point, which is where we're at right now, where I'm finally like, okay, let's be a person, I guess. So I think in order to jumpstart that, I'm going to go and get a Red Bull. I'm gonna go and get a Red Bull from the corner store, or at least a little drinky drink. I just feel like that will make me feel motivated. Also, it's like a reason for me to go on a walk. I have an end goal. So we're also gonna go on a short little walk. Last night I started Stars Collide. I mean, I literally got 16 pages into it. That's it. I think the concept is really interesting and should be a recipe for perfection in my eyes, because you're following these two pop stars. One of them is like more of an iconic pop star, and the other one is just getting really famous and well known and popular right now. And the more iconic one is sort of like, she's kind of in her flop era, if you will. So she's about to do like this Grammy performance, but then they're like, why don't you do like a little like duet with this new girl in town who's popping everywhere, and you know, just get a little promotion for you. Like it'll be good for both of you, basically, right? Turns out the newer girl is a huge fan of the more iconic pop star we're following, which is so fun. Like the first time you meet her, she's like, I'm fully fangirling, but I'll be fine. Like I will play it as if I'm cool and normal. And I think that is super fun. I mean, a fangirl falling and being around like her biggest all-time celebrity crush. Are you joking? That sounds just so fun to me. So I'm hoping that I really, really like this one. I have just been really in the mood to read a good romance book, so I'm hoping this hits. I think I'll try and listen to an audiobook as I take my walk today, and I'm gonna do my dishes after I get back from my walk as well, so I'll listen while doing that. And that's really the whole plan. After today, I have work like every day for the rest of this week, so we will see how my reading goes when I have work every single day. But anyway, let us go take our walk and get our little drink. Drink haul. got green Red Bull, one of my faves, a classic, and a peach iced tea. I'm gonna save this for later, like when I eat dinner tonight. The Red Bull will be for now. I did continue to actually listen to Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone. Shocker, because I honestly thought I was gonna give up on it, but I was just like, whatever. I don't even know what else to listen to. And I was like, I already started this one. Let's just see if I can get myself into it a little more. And I think that had worked. Did that just spill all over me? Just a little. Okay. Well, I'm gonna do my dishes now while I have the motivation to do anything at all. And I'm gonna continue listening to the book. Let's go. Cheers. So today's Thursday. I finally have work this week, but today I don't have work until 4 and then I close later tonight. I don't have to leave for around another hour. Last night I got up to page 52 in Stars Collide. This is quite wonderful so far. I feel like the beginning, I have to like get past the beginning bit, which is what I just did, because I feel like the beginning part is really like just introducing you to everything as is in every book. So I'm gonna continue to read a little bit more of this before I go to work, but I'm really liking this so far. I have high hopes for this. I feel like this could probably, hopefully, do no wrong. So yeah, I'm gonna read a little bit before I go to work today. I'm not sure if I'm gonna read once I get back because it'll be like 10:30, but we will see. I don't want to waste any more time. I'm just gonna jump right into this and see what I can get done. So I've been sitting here reading this for, I don't know, the past half hour. I'm up to page 76 right now, and I have a great / horrible feeling that I'm becoming obsessed with this. I have to start like getting dressed for work, but I already know I'm gonna be thinking about this all day until I get to come home and read it. Also, can we just say I was thrown a total curveball while reading this. Literally, I'm reading this book and they just casually throw in a Killing Eve reference. What's with the Killing Eve references surrounding the books I'm reading this week? You know what else? Yesterday was the 2-year anniversary of the series finale, and I got like all my Snapchat memories, me like freaking out and sending it to my friends and like hysterically crying. And I'm just like, why is this coming back into my life so violently? Let me read you the reference, because the thing is too is it doesn't even like mention the show. Like you actually like have to know. Like if you know, you know. So she mentions her cat, and her cat is named Nell. Okay, mind you, in the plot now, like they did their Grammy performance together, it went crazy, everyone loved it, and now Anna, who's the girl that's like really popping off right now, is going to open for Eden's tour, who is the more iconic of the two of them, but like is in her flop era. Okay, and Anna just invited Eden to come to like dinner with her friends. Like they were just like throwing a little dinner at her house, right? So she meets her cat and she goes, Nell, and then she goes, yeah, she's I named her Villanelle because one minute she loves you, the next minute she's drawing blood. A very complicated lady. And then Eden goes, a bit of a psychopath, are you now? Beautiful and lethal, just like your namesake. Why are you trying to kill me? Like, why am I being attacked right now? I couldn't even believe that. Like, my jaw was on the floor. Like, you're actually kidding me right now. Anyway, I'm gonna stop here right now. I feel like I'm getting through it steadily, right? And I'm really, really enjoying it. I can't wait to jump back into it. I really wish I didn't have to stop reading right now. Okay, hi friends. It is the next day. I got home super late last night from work and I was just not in the mood to do anything other than lay. So I ended up just going to sleep last night. Like yesterday, I literally read maybe 20 pages. Not much more than that, I'm pretty sure. But I did get home a little earlier today from work, so I'm going to jump back in. I'm up to page 76. The odds of me finishing this before Sunday is over and done is slim. I mean, it's possible. This is a really short book. I am really enjoying it. We'll see how far I get into it tonight. But anyway, I'm gonna stop chit-chatting with y'all and just start reading and get into it. And that's really all my plans for the night. I got a Red Bull with me because of course I do. And we're just gonna hang out. It has been such a long day. So I'm ready to escape into this universe. Hello friends, it is the next morning. I just took a shower, kind of got ready for the day, and I wanted to give you a little update on Stars Collide. Last night, I got up to page 158. I did some math and I'm not sure if it's completely correct, but I read around 85 pages last night. The point is, I'm actually losing my shit over this. Last night, I literally could not put this book down for the life of me. Like, it came time to where it was like 10 p.m. and I was just like, okay, I really have to stop reading now. Like, I really need to move on with my life and do things to get ready to go to bed and all of that. Oh my god, but I did not want to put this down. It's getting so good. I really think we might have a 5-star on our hands right now. I love following these celebrities in this world. It just makes for such an interesting story, being in their minds and from their perspective. And then on top of that, the fact that they're like becoming closer, they're on tour together, right? And they're gonna be on tour for 6 months together. So I'm like, they can't just like this isn't gonna happen fast, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was expecting a bit of a slow burn here, and oh my god, it's literally serving the best slow burn ever. It's so good. I feel like I haven't read a romance with slow burn in so long, and I'm like, I think this might be one of my top favorite tropes. Also, Eden, like the older, more famous woman, doesn't know that she's queer at all. Like, we know that Anna is pan, but we don't, like, Eden doesn't know anything. And it's so fun because it literally has like fandom culture kind of embedded into it. Like, everyone's shipping the two girls now. Oh my god, and honestly, it is everything. It is everything to me, to be quite honest. And where I ended was basically like they had this one duet that they sang every night, what they did the Grammys, what they opened like the Grammys with, right? And this one time they just did it, like Eden had a huge aha moment, and I feel like it was written so well and it was so dramatic. Like, it was happening while she was on stage. Like, she fumbled her line. Like, oh my god, it was so good. Like, I wish I could actually tell you every single thing that has happened in this book. That's how much I want to gush over it. I also just kind of love that trope where like one character is like more like shy and jaded, and then the other one gets them out of their shell and like reminds them why they love being alive again. Love that trope. Literally, that trope goes crazy. I only have like an hour before I have to go to work again, which is literally devastating because this is one of those days, this is one of those books where I'm actually really annoyed I can't sit around and read this all day. But this is so amazing. I am literally loving it so much. I'm gonna go read now. So I'll see you in a little bit. Oh my god. When I tell y'all, that book had me waiting until like I have 20 minutes until I have to leave for work. And I'm not even like fully dressed and like ready. But I don't care. I'm just gonna keep it simple today. I'm literally so annoyed that I have to participate in life and society today. It's actually so unfair. Especially because the part I just got to, oh my god. Oh my god, it's happening. It's happening. Everything good, fun, exciting, and worth living for is happening in that book right now. And you know what I'm doing? Not reading it. So, not okay. Curl my eyelashes and call it a day. Honestly, y'all, like at this point, you know, last time the other day when I closed and I didn't read after work because it was like too late, whatever, that's not happening tonight. I will certainly be picking up that book again tonight. I can promise you. I can promise you. Y'all should see me right now angrily putting on my shoes because I don't want to leave the house. Like, I've been reading that book up until this very second where I have to leave, and like, I'm leaving late. Honestly. This is the fit. Let's go. Be a minion instead of reading. Hello besties, it is 10:45. I just got home from work and now I'm ready to relax. I did pick up food on the way home because I had to stop and get money for tolls anyway, so I got a broccoli cheddar soup, and then they didn't have enough of the size I ordered, so they gave me a free little mac and cheese, which I'm very grateful for. And then I got some garlic knots on the side as well. So I'm gonna eat a little before I end up going to bed tonight, because here's the thing. When I work nights and I get out super late, it's like, what am I supposed to do? Not do my nightly routine? I just can't go without it. I don't care how long I stay up. So we're gonna eat something, watch a little YouTube, but that's not the main entertainment of the night. I promise you that. Because have I been thinking about Stars Collide all day? Yes. Yeah, all day. Literally all day. Oh my gosh, I could not stop thinking about this all day. Like, I have not felt this way about a book in so long. Like, I was just daydreaming about the characters and about this world. So I'm so excited to return to this. I'm definitely gonna read at least a little bit before I go to bed tonight. And I realize that tomorrow will be the last day of this weekly reading vlog. And honestly, at this point, I'm at 197, so I have only like 100 pages left. I could definitely finish this by tomorrow, and maybe, I don't know, maybe I will. But the other part of me is like, I don't want this to end so badly. So we'll see. Reading like really good books, like what I believe is going to be a 5-star for me, always like kind of throws a wrench into the reading experience, because part of me is like, oh, this is wonderful. But when you're reading a book you love so much, it's like moving on to the next one is just, what's the point? Literally, what's the point? You just start to feel like nothing's gonna make you feel like this ever again, because it's so good. So anyway, let's choose what to watch. I also got this iced tea lemonade. Oh my god. Not to be dramatic, but I really needed that. Y'all ever feel like you crave a drink that just isn't water so deeply in your soul?
Don't leave me hanging alone again.
Y'all, I am literally so obsessed with Conan Gray's new album and Maggie Rogers' new album and the new song Sabrina Carpenter just came out with, Espresso. I'm obsessed. The music video, don't even get me started. Don't even get me started. All right, I'm gonna eat and watch something and read, and you'll be updated tomorrow. Hello friends, it is Sunday evening. It is around 8 o'clock now. I haven't picked up my book at all today because I've been at work all day long. I ended last night on page 237. So I only have about 60 pages left. And I had this horrifying thought last night, actually. Let me share with the class. I literally was going to bed. Do you know when you're going to bed and your brain's just like not shutting the fuck up? We were having one of those moments. And at one point I was thinking about this book, as one does. And then I thought to myself, wait a second. I only have 60 pages left and there's been no conflict. That's suspicious. That's weird. And now I feel even more scared than I was already to jump back into this book. But anyway, I only have 60 pages left and I've just been putting off reading this because I literally don't want it to end, and I'm obviously gonna finish it all right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna not read the 60 pages. Like, that's not that much at all. But I just don't want it to end, and that's unfortunately a reality I'm going to face very soon. Maybe I shouldn't. Like, maybe I just shouldn't read this tonight. Like, maybe I should not. I don't know. What do we think? I'm gonna read at least a little bit, but who am I kidding? Like, who am I actually trying to fool right now? Myself, I guess, because I just don't want it to be over. I know I keep saying that, but it's just the truth. Anyway, I will catch y'all on the flip side. Hopefully, I'm okay. Oh, hi. I have finished Stars Collide. Oh my god. I don't even know what to say right now. When I tell you I finished this mere seconds ago, I have to say, conflict did occur. Shocker. And like this last, like not even like the last 60 pages that I just read, 60-ish pages, I'd say like the last 30-ish pages just like gave me a little bit of whiplash. Like, everything was happening so fast, the conflict happened so fast, and then it was resolved so fast. And I do really wish that the pacing was just a little different. Like, if I were to hypothetically write this book, like, I would have just paced like the whole, I'd say like the last 1/3 differently. Not that the whole last 1/3 wasn't great, but I just would have kind of rearranged things around a little bit, if that makes sense. And can I just say, like, I don't think I've ever been so mad at a conflict, like, in my life. I was so angry reading about what this, like, third act conflict was. It just, like, didn't make sense to me because it was something they, like, had already talked about. And it was like another just insecurity having come up again, and it was blown so out of proportion. I was having real life anxiety and anger flare up inside of me, especially for one of the characters. I was just like literally screaming at the book. No one wanted to see it. But you know, eventually it did get resolved, and I do think the ending was really sweet. I think it's really funny, like, because they kind of did move fast once they started being together. But the thing is that doesn't strike me as unrealistic. It's just like a little silly how it was portrayed, but it's also true and accurate to the woman-loving woman experience is all I'm gonna say. So I don't know, part of me kind of is like, I should give this a 4.5 and obviously round it up to 5 because I loved it so much. But that ending, like, there were just like some things that I was like not on board with. So we'll see. I mean, overall, I literally love this so much, but yeah, I just feel so overwhelmed by that ending. I mean, after the conflict was resolved, I really liked everything after that, but I almost felt like it could have been longer. I think that's what this book kind of suffers from, is the fact that it could have been longer. I feel like the slow burn could have been a little longer, and then the ending could have been longer too, so that like once the conflict rose, it didn't have to just be thrown at us so violently and then solved so quickly as well. Like, I don't know, I literally feel like I got whiplash during that part. But I did love this so very much, and I can't wait to go back and read all my favorite parts and reread this again in the future. I just loved it so much. So yeah, that is everything that I read this week. I will put up the stats right here because I don't have them memorized in my brain, but I read this many pages this week. This is also including the pages I read when it comes to graphic novels and manga and all of that as well. And then this is the percent that I read this week, because when you're listening to audiobooks, it shows you the percent and not the pages. So that's the percent that I read. And yeah, I feel like this was a really successful week. I mean, I found a new favorite book, so I'd call that success. And I just had so much fun with this. I hope y'all did too. Thank you so much for being here. Let me know all of your thoughts. And if you read either of, well, I guess the 3 books that I read in this video, but the 2 books that I read physically, most importantly, please let me know your thoughts, because I feel like on both ends of the spectrum, like, I loved this book and I didn't love the other book that I read, You'd Look Better as a Ghost. Because of that, like, I would love to know y'all's thoughts, is all I'm saying. But anyway, thanks so much for sticking around and hanging with me throughout the week. But that is going to be it for this video. I will see you very soon in my next one. Bye, friends.